Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. If you're here with me in the Discord, in the YouTube, or in the X or Kick chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have July Peppers, Jose, Herm, Retberg, Skunk Dave, J. Prowse, Silent NW, National, Nicholas Verticulous, TW, I am humble, G-Line, Cyrus Cicino, I am humble, always be racing, Cube Q, Triple C, Nick, Artem. What's that? What's up, Tomoki? Mike, Silent NW, Part 2, Justin Prowse, Chart, Navy Guy, Eddie, Fat Elvis, Allergic Rabbit, Big Guy, Travis Hare, Nikos, Savage, good morning. It is going to be an interesting week, isn't it? It is roll week. I still have the Junes up because it's not time to roll yet. At least not from what I can see. It's still not time yet. Almost. There's still a little bit more volume in the June contracts. Slightly. Just a touch. The good news is, though, is that there really is only 3 days to trade this week. That's it. That's the good news. I'm not going to be here on Friday. I'm not going to be here on Thursday. But I will be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, given that a lot of people are not going to be here, what do you think is going to happen with the volume? Volume is going to be down, which means that it's going to be kind of difficult to land trades in this type of environment. Right now, we are kind of pushing through the Monday high, but it's still, it's a little bit wonky because liquidity is so sparse. Like if you look at the price ladder, my AMP account here, you look at the price ladder, it's very sparse here. This is for the June contracts. I'll show you the NQUs right here. It's a little bit spicy. So even though you have liquidity, it's still a little bit sparse. So there you go. The M contracts are still the ones to trade in my opinion. NQM 2025s. Roll week, FOMC bank holiday, no trade week for me. There you go. Smart. Very smart. Seems like the right move. A 42 contract right now at 810. Everybody have a good weekend. What's up, Nick Airball, if you're watching? No trades yet on the personal. I might try to grab a couple of puntos. Absolutely love OPEX weeks. You're crazy. You're a crazy person. You're insane. We are pushing up a little bit here. A little bit of liquidity up higher. We have room all the way up to like 860 or so. But yeah, our balance right now in, where's the thing? An amp is $749,000. So we are $715 away from $750,000 in pure profit since January 21st, which ain't bad. Not too shabby, right? How far are they doing? Let me see something real quick. I want to see on the how much did they take? A 200. That was, yeah, maybe it is time to start finessing a touch of a roll here. Maybe they are pumping and jumping just a touch more. Let's do the let's check out the U contracts here. I don't know. 6 and 1/2 dozen the other, right? What are you folks trading? You're on the new contracts, yeah. I mean, it's a literally pretty split right now betwixt the two. Yeah, I could see. I mean, if you wanted to trade M's for one more day, I think that's totally fine. So, I feel like either one, you're gonna be fine. They're both, the volume's split between the two right now. Like pre-market, it was more M's, but now I'm seeing some more U's coming in. Yeah. So it's pretty close. Split pretty evenly right now. Right now we have a kick popping off. Trading the U contracts, nothing wrong with that. Ninja automatically changes. Well, it offers you to change. All of them are going to offer you to change. Trade of 8, Ninja Trader, all of them will offer you the change, but you don't have to accept it. It's completely up to you. It's your world. Project X forces a rollover. That's probably the only one that forces it. All right, I'll be right back with you folks. Don't go anywhere. And we are back. Still no trades yet. Still nothing happening. Feel like you should roll in these things too. The Apex. I want to try to trade the wealth charts this week too. It's just a funky week, isn't it? NQU. Ah, there we go. U is the month code. U is September. H, March. M, June. U, September. Z, December. H, Muzz. Yeah, crazy week. If it's like available to you to take a vacation this week, I would highly recommend it. No shame in doing that. I think S&Ps will have a little bit of interesting trouble up at 60.80. Because there's a lot of stuff up there. I'm actually going to bring this chart up so I can watch this simultaneously here. NQUs. Yeah, it looks like it's just squeezing more and more here. Up through these 50s now. Seeing a lot of green in Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla. Yeah, looking up at the S&Ps here, 60.75 next level to trade. Taking a week out of town, then we'll trade week. I like that. You don't have to roll today, but it does look like there's slightly more liquidity in the Septembers, just so you know. At least that's what I'm seeing on my screens. Your mileage may vary, of course. So, do whatever feels right, you know what I'm saying? Had a little blow off there into the 50s. Still a lot of liquidity up there at 60.75 and 60.80 in the S&P contract. But yeah, it should be an interesting week, given you know, the chance that we can have a lot of people coming out of the March or the June contracts rather, jumping into these Septembers. Could have been a lot of people short in those Junes. Yeah, open interest are equal. Yeah, and that doesn't update until after the fact, so that's why we could be seeing something like that right about now. We are jumping up here quite a bit, actually. Trying to fight through 60s now. We just tagged that liquidity at 60.75. It is jumping. Straight up. If we can get through these 60s, I think it'll be very interesting. See how this exchange goes up at the 60s. Especially if we hold 60.75 here in the S&Ps. I think we have room up to 22,080. A lot of spice up there. All depends on what happens here at these 60s. So if we continue to swipe, I think it's gonna really rip higher here. Those are my thoughts. $60.80 in the S&Ps is kind of that area that I want to watch. See if we get this exchange up a little bit higher at 65. We have some overhead supply there at 60.78. Want to see this pop and squeeze into 67 or so. I think we squeeze right into it, to be honest with you. As 60.75 will hold here in the S&Ps, I think that pullback is a good opportunity as well. If we pull back to like 60.75 or so in the S&Ps. We are pushing up a little bit higher here. Looking for that sweep up to 67 halves. That's where it can get very interesting. Fighting through this liquidity right now at the 60s. I think we just get a little burst up here through 65 into 67. And any pullback I think is worth getting into, even down to 73. All very prime targets in my opinion. So there's your pullback to 75-ish in the S&Ps. And if we pull back to 73, I think that's a pretty choice location. Especially as we are refreshing liquidity underneath 22,060 in the NAS. It's gonna be interesting to see this liquidity exchange up at the 60s again, if we fight back up to that level. Like a pullback to 22,050 evens would be pretty entertaining. Watching 60.75 here in the S&Ps as well. So watching here at 60.73, potential pullback. A lot of liquidity there from 38 all the way up to 48. 10 handles of liquidity there. News in 2 minutes here. Coming out. We did just refresh a little bit of liquidity there at those 50s. So 60-80 upside target there in the S&Ps. Slight pullback there in NVIDIA. Little pullback there in Tesla as well. Juniper Manufacturing coming out here in 40 seconds. 40. 40 seconds. Right now we're just dancing around that 60-75 level. May pull back to Monday's high rate around 42-ish. Five seconds. Minus 16 versus a negative 6.3 read. No initial reaction on that. A little bit thin. See if it wants to bump above these 60-75s again and start to push back up. Back up through that 57 level. See if it wants to pump above those 60s once more. A little bit over overhead supply there. There is that overhead supply in the S&Ps that I think we will still tap into. We got a little bit of a pop up to 60 and change. Small pop. Now pulling back to the 50s here. Where's this previous Monday high is right around 45 or so. So pulling back a little bit here. Kind of the middle of this previous volume shelf. Back down towards that 60-73 area in the S&Ps. See if this pullback holds at all. Pulling back to the tippy top of this S&P volume shelf now. Bit of traffic there at 22,040. Let's see what happens here at these 40s. Right now, just kind of pulling back and holding here. Next area, the volume shove is between 22 and 32. So we're kind of in no man's land here as we are pulling back to 60, 70 evens in the S&Ps. See if this thing wants to reclaim these 40s. A big burst through those 40s. And it looks like the point of control moved to 45 or so. So quick little whip up, but then almost an instant fade back. Still some sellers on this tape here. Still at 60, 70 in the S&Ps here. See if that starts to break down or hold. I'll kind of give us a little bit of color on whether or not this pullback is over or if we're going to continue much lower to, say, 60, 60, where a lot of that liquidity is rested. Still a lot of offers being put up above and not a lot of interest yet. So just kind of watching here. Seems to be overhead supply on any of these moves, so I'm watching to see what happens like right around these 40s. If it starts to pop through that and squeeze a little bit. But right now, these pops are just getting sold into, it looks like. It's really contingent upon what the S&P wants to do here as well. I'm watching here at the 40s. Supply is a little heavy there at those 40s. If we can break through 45, I mean, it's a tall order, but if we could break through that 45 level, I think that it would maybe start tickling into those 50s, but there's really a lot of liquidity up there, so it needs to start to really push hard through that. Very heavily. A lot of supply there. Yeah, we see as that pushes up towards 45, there's still a lot of offers that are coming in, and it seems to scare the price away. So we have to see like a huge swipe through 45 for this to make sense, to maybe trade 50s. Still a little bit choppy here. We had one little burst up towards 45 earlier, and it was rejected pretty quickly. So just seeing if it tests into that overhead supply again will give us a lot of information, I think. Right now holding at the 40s. Still slow. Right at this point of control. Seeing what the S&Ps are doing here as well. Just kind of holding at the top of this volume shelf. See if they start to offer this above 73 in the S&Ps at all. So there's that offer at 73, but they haven't taken it yet in the S&Ps. We did do another little swipe up there towards 45. Cleared out that liquidity, but this is, again, contingent upon whether or not we swipe 73. That's what I'm watching for here. We're pushing up into it. They pulled the offer at 73. That's interesting. I need to see them taking liquidity above that now for this to be confident for longs. Nobody took it, though. Nobody took that liquidity at 73. Yeah, so just because nobody took that, it's not as strong. If somebody would have taken that liquidity at 73, I think that would have been a much bigger sign that the market could be, you know, looking for a retest of, say, 75 or 80. A little pullback there below 70. And they're starting to offer this higher again. Let's see what happens at 73. Now they're taking it through 73. Wow, that was crazy. A big pull through 73 there, but lack of confidence. It's just dancing around that 73 level right now. I want to see a push through that level. Like a very big confident pull through that. Like that. See what happens here at 22,050 now in the NASDAQ. If we have this hold above 73, I think that'll be quite interesting. $50s are trading now. Through 50s. Still very choppy. So it's just up and down. 73 is still that line in the sand. Trying to figure out if there's anything here. Popping through that Monday high area again, but quick rejection right back down. If buyers are interested in holding this market above 73, that's a huge line in the sand here in the S&Ps. Like a massive line in the sand. right now, just dancing below 73. So you had 2 wicks through that 45 level, which is where the point of control is. 2 big wicks through that and kind of harsh rejections. So it is kind of hard to gauge, you know, what these participants are looking for. A lot of them are popping out of the June contracts into the Septembers. Just dancing around the point of control right now. I think we'll get some liquidity coming in here in about 30 seconds, quarter of the hour. A little bit of liquidity coming in. There's a lot of liquidity up there at 60, 77 in the S&Ps. Might be attractive to bring the price higher as long as we can hold above 73 here, like I said. There's somebody offering 72 halves, but I think we break right through that. Just kind of observing between the S&P and the NASDAQ here, and we just took that offer. Now we're up back towards those 50s again, the NASDAQ, which coincides with basically 73 evens in the S&P. Keeping a close eye on Nvidia as well here. You know, we see these surge of volumes up towards that 73 area and then rejections, so still haven't found the liquidity to break through and hold yet. 51 contracts are up at 48 on the NAS. And they just exchanged it, wow. Exchange it down at 41, so somebody want to get out of that position there. Pushing back up here. Still mostly choppy. $73 still there. See if they want to fill this order. Nobody wants to be that first one to swipe up at it. So order got pulled there. That should push the price action up. I want to see if there's an iceberg now that's kind of like holding that back. So they pulled that order that was at 72 halves. Or is it 72 3/4, somewhere in that range. And that order up at 77 is still stuck. So it really is contingent upon if we swipe through that 73 area without an iceberg being there. I think that'd be strong. Right now, still very low liquidity. Back to the point of control here. Nvidia starting to peak down a little bit here. Looks like on the S&P there's some icebergs that are coming in. There's a big order at 72 now. So I think that it's all contingent upon what happens at 72 and 73 right now in the S&Ps. Still the line in the sand, I think, for these markets. We keep tickling into that order, but not swiping at it yet. It's interesting to see how much supply there is. And nobody wants to be the first one to swipe it, so. Usually says to me that there's no shorts that are in trouble because they'd be grabbing at that liquidity if they were. It is only 50 contracts, but nobody swiping at it is very interesting. Nobody wanting to jump in and grab that liquidity. And they're stacking it higher and higher here. And nobody really is swiping at it, so interesting to see. We're just holding at the point of control still. '60s, '70s now. Big line in the sand here. A lot of those orders are being pulled, the overhead orders, and pushed lower to see if we actually pick those up. So just above 60, 70 here now. Still not seeing anybody that's swiping up at that 71 order right now. Just kind of holding there. So a lot of overhead supply and there's no interest in it. So that means to me that there's no shorts that are in trouble on this tape. Now, if they swipe into this and they start pushing heavily into that, that means that there are some shorts that are looking to cover here. But as they're stacking more overhead supply and they're not taking into it, it appears to me that they're not taking it. No, they just took it. They're not taking it for a good reason, but then they just took it. And they're continually stacking liquidity above, so. You see a lot of order flashing right now. I'm pushing back up towards 72 again, but not swiping. That's the thing. There's a difference between slowly pushing up towards an order and swiping at it. The aggression and velocity with which the orders are swiped at means a lot when you're reading order flows. So when they're not like swiping into it heavily, it means that nobody's interested in covering quickly yet. So slightly pushing into it here, but not swiping. So we had an opportunity there to swipe up at 72 and it didn't take that. So that's pretty telling. Back down to that 60-70 level. Testing that bid support at 70s. I'm just waiting here, 60-70. More overhead supply coming in. See if they're swiping at this at all. Looks like there's an iceberg at 71 quarters here. Yeah, there's definitely an iceberg at 71 quarters, but it looks like we took it out. Still running the same story as before, where there's people swiping, but they're not pushing too heavily into it. There they go. That was actually a heavy push there. Into 72 now. See if there's follow through and continuation. That was the biggest push I've seen in that whole pullback. They're still layering it though. There's still a lot of heavy overhead supply coming into this. But if there's enough buyers to push through, then we can start to see perhaps... I want to see how they're layering this higher. So same orders are back at 72 halves. We are swiping at it. We swipe, but we don't follow through. So something to note there. So we've had multiple pushes up towards this area without any kind of follow through yet. 60-77 was kind of where that big order was resting. It's still there, but there's just not a lot of adamant follow through up towards that level, like extreme follow through. We should have more liquidity coming on in about 3 minutes here. Market should come alive in about 3 minutes. Right now, just a little push and pull consolidation. $72, same area where we have more liquidity just resting there. Wow, we just swiped it heavily. Wow, that was crazy. We swiped it and then it's sort of like a little pop and drop there. We're still wrestling around the point of control in the NASDAQ. So we are seeing little bursts, but they are being defended by sellers. Two minutes probably now. So still wrestling up at that point in control. Still overhead supply in the S&Ps. Still not pushing through yet. Might retest these 60, 70s once again since we've been in this range. About 1 minute now until the top of the hour. Will be interesting to see what happens. Microsoft still holding sort of this consolidation. Nvidia as well. Still holding in this 143 area in Nvidia. 689 on Microsoft. About 15 more seconds here till the top of the hour. Slight little push up. See if this goes through that point of control. Right now it's just kind of dancing around. Nobody really swiping up that 72 level. They're offering the price a little bit higher, seeing if anybody's taking interest in it up here. Just dancing around the point of control here. Overhead supply in the S&P. Watching what happens with this order. Wow, Microsoft just had a God candle out of nowhere. That was weird. Didn't really affect things though. That's weird. Microsoft is going crazy right now. It's weird that it's not affecting the NASDAQ all that much. Very strange to see that actually. Okay, now it's pulling back. That was weird. Big old candle there from Microsoft and then pulling back. So back at 60, 70 here in the S&Ps. That was crazy. Not entirely sure what that was all about even. Slowly pushing back up again. A little bit of overhead supply. Still stuck at 71 there in the S&Ps. If that blows out, it could get interesting, but right now it's just kind of holding there. So kind of wonky. Nobody wants to be the first one in the pool over 71s, it seems. Meta says they're going to be introducing ads. Oh, that was Meta, not Microsoft. Sorry, I was reading. I couldn't even see that. So Meta is introducing ads on WhatsApp. There you go. I was like, why is Microsoft pushing up? And I didn't hear any news about it. Well, that's why, because it was about Meta. I was completely wrong. Totally off. Completely the wrong ticker. That would explain it. I didn't know that. Like, where are they going to put ads on WhatsApp? Where are those supposed to go? Seems kind of weird, doesn't it? Ads in your chat? I mean, is there ads? Are there ads in Telegram anywhere? I'm trying to think like where you could fit ads even. I don't know of any ads like in Telegram or anything like that. Do you? Seems weird. Still just at this point of control right now. There's some liquidity above, but we're not exchanging it right now. Nobody wants to take it. It's kind of wonky here. Yeah, still just kind of holding here. Point of control. Nobody wants to push up or down here. Pretty thin stuff. All right, there we go. Pulling back now. Had some resolution there. Below 60, 70. Can it hold a pullback, or is it going to push back up to that point of control area? That becomes the question. Right now, S&Ps are rolling. Some overhead supplies still being put up, not swiped out. We are 23 minutes until the open here. The market is looking a little bit heavy. WhatsApp has stories like Insta. Ooh, that makes sense. I could see that. I didn't know that they had stories. I'm not a WhatsApp user. I get messages on WhatsApp, but I'm just not a WhatsApp user. Not my thing. So we pulled back a little bit here. We are reclaiming these 70s now. And I'm going to be curious to see if we actually push back up and hold this. If this push actually holds, then trading liquidity back above like 46 would be interesting, I'd think. But big if. Looks like all of these pops are being sold into quickly here. Let's see if the S&Ps hold this 70 and the NASDAQ holds this 40 area, I think it can get pretty spicy. You can see they're swiping up over those 40s right now in the NAS. Maybe we go up towards that Monday high again up at the 50s. Could get interesting there. Right now back to that point of control area. 73 again is still the same line in the sand that we had before. That's not going to change. So if there's a lot of liquidity there that's not being pushed through, like right now we're seeing that in the NAS, then it's going to have a lot of trouble there. You can see all of these heavy orders coming in now. Heavy, heavy, heavy offer side orders. See if they want to swipe this. Same area, that 72. In the NAS, or in the S&Ps rather. A lot of overhead supply coming in the NAS here. Right now just holding at this 45 area. 71's in the S&Ps. So pops and drops is kind of the name of the tape this morning. We get these pops followed by pretty extreme drops. The pops are kind of extreme, but they're just not holding. Back at these 40s. Just a lot of overhead supply coming in every single time it pops back up. '40s still being defended. A lot of chop here. Just back at 71. Very choppy, very, very choppy. Market is opening in about 18 minutes. I think that we will get a reprieve from the chop somewhere around that time. Could just open up and get very choppy again, too. Anything can happen in these markets. Back up at 72 here. I'm not seeing as much overhead supply coming in, which is interesting. So this might be an area where the market starts to push up, because all of that supply at 72 is just being eaten into now. So interesting to see that. If it starts to get above these levels, that's where things start to squeeze, but we're just not getting above them yet. All these pullbacks are being bought into, but there's no follow through back up to the north side. So still just chopping in a range until that changes. And it will continue to chop in a range. Might have some liquidity coming on here in about 40 seconds. Big maybe. See what happens here in about 10 seconds. Nope, no liquidity turning on. Probably at 9:20. Still that overhead supply that nobody wants to take out here. Will be interesting to see what happens when the market opens. Oh, just chopping. Chop, 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 chop. Chopping in the range. Been range bound for about 40 minutes here. Yeah, 45 minutes actually. Wow. Crazy. Super choppy. Mega chop fest. Yeah, Meta, Microsoft still holding up. That news about Meta is pretty good. But we'll have to see what happens off the market open here. Contract roll is going to make this a little spicy. But we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. Give it a whirl. Apple and Nvidia were carried even more. Yeah, Nvidia's just been chopping sideways for the last 45 minutes too. So a lot of chop so far this morning. Super choppy. As expected. It's roll week. Still coming down here. Like I said earlier, as long as it's below 72, you know, they can't break above that, it's pretty likely that it's going to roll. So there we have it. We just can't break either side right now. It's just stuck in this chop zone. And that's all. That's all she's doing. If you aren't already following over at Kick, Brismont, if you would, please paste the link for Kick. Trying to get to how many followers over there? I think 650 or something. 750. Trying to get 750 followers over at Kick. Kick kind of doo-doo? Why? I thought Kick was great. I've had no issues with Kick. I think it's a fantastic platform. I think the quality is great. The chat function is great. I'm a big fan. I like it. Is it only 2 years young? Wow. That is crazy. I had no idea. We're still holding underneath that liquidity that's being offered 72, 75, 77 in the S&Ps. So until we swipe up that liquidity, then we're just going to kind of stay range bound and holding. 920 didn't bring any extreme liquidity here. Market doesn't want to go either way right now. It's just kind of holding this range. We pulled back below 70s, now reclaiming 70s and pushing up. Definitely seeing some liquidity coming in now. Very, very small amount of liquidity, however. Market's moving pretty thin. Bilateral meeting happening with Trump and Starmer at the G7. That's what the breaking news was, but nothing happening on that. Tehran just threatened to respond more severely, is what the latest was there from Tehran. I think the open should give us some opportunities, but let's see. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to find out. Short squeeze of the open, maybe. I don't know though. We have a lot of levels to get through higher up. I don't know if we'll find those buyers or not. TBD. Right now the market has been pretty much slowly squeezing more and more. I mean, I could see it for sure. 7 more minutes until the market opens. 7 more minutes. Anything can happen here. A lot of sideways from Nvidia. The only one that really woke up was Meta. If that was Microsoft that woke up, the market would have blasted higher, because Microsoft carries a lot of weight in the NASDAQ and the S&P. Number 2, I believe. It's Apple or Microsoft is number 2. Nvidia is number 1 in both. Number 2 is Apple? Really? Let's see. Microsoft's number 1, Nvidia's number 2, Apple's number 3. Close though. S&P, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple. Yeah, I thought Nvidia was number 1, but they must have just changed the weight ever so slightly. A little bit of a pullback here still. We're at the lower end of this volume stuff. So if we did break down below this, I think that we could go, I mean, as low as like 975 or so, but we'd have to see tremendous amounts of selling there. Problem is that every single time we sell, we have these bids that pick it up. It's just choppy. Not the greatest. Not the greatest to be. I just think waiting is best. Just be patient. Just wait. Just be patient. Are you going to swipe down to gather liquidity for a push up? Maybe. I mean, every single time we pull down, we find bidders, but then they kind of run out of steam. So I don't know. I think the open will give us a clear picture of everything that's going on. Maybe we can find something there. We shall see. We got about 3.5 minutes till the open here. 3.5 minutes. Oh, still dancing around here. Very choppy. I mean, I'm just looking at the just everything across the board. Very, very choppy. As expected. I mean, it is roll week, so as expected. Look at all those bids stacked up in the NASDAQ there, though. It's crazy. You see all these bids, but then it's like nobody really wants to take it higher. I don't know. Those must be shorts trying to cover. It's weird. 2.5 minutes now. 2.5 minutes till the market opens. 2.5 minutes. This is your warning. 2.5 minute warning. See what happens. A little pop up, pull back, pop up, pull back, choppy. Very, very choppy this morning. Oh, there we go. We actually have some sellers there. Wow. Real sellers. Pushing down through those 30s. Wow. That would have been a nice little short there. Interesting. Yes, it's a rollover week. Yes. It's also a holiday on Thursday. So it's going to be, I think today is probably going to have a little bit of opportunity. And then I think it's probably it. Maybe just today and tomorrow. Wednesday's going to be insane with FOMC. All right, minute 15 now. Minute 15 till the market opens. We are rolling here. Sellers are definitely active now. Gotta wait, though. Gotta wait until the market opens. Wow, very active sellers now. Crazy, crazy, crazy market. Definitely missed an opportunity there. 40 down to 15. Wow. 45 seconds, or 35 seconds rather. 35 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully all your dreams come true today. That's what I'm hoping for. See if we can make some paper in this market today. Five seconds, everybody. Good luck. Markets are open. Slow open. Kind of slow. Perking up here. Wow, really perking up. Jeez. Crazy. Does that hold? We're perking back up to that point of control again. Wow. Can it actually squeeze here? Dude, it's going now. Holy smokes. Holy crap. Can it break above these 60s and hold? That was a squeeze if I've ever seen one. Holy crap. Wow, if it keeps going, this is insane. Holy crap, dude. Holy jeez. Jeez. Wow. That was insane. Holy crap. That was aggressive. Oh my word. That was kind of insane. Let me catch. Wow. That was one heck of a squeeze there. Right to the previous month high. Holy smokes, dude. That was insane. Not expecting that one. Yeah, me neither, dude. Still going. Looking for that 22,001 higher. It's really going for it now. Wow. All gas, no brakes. I mean, it took out that 77 level that we were talking about, and it's still going. I just wonder if and when it runs out of steam. That was pure insanity. How much you make? 50K? Dude, I wish. I'm not that good. I wish. I mean, the only really nice thing I can report is that we're above 750,000 now. Yeah, it's roll week. Whatever. I think, you know what? Look on the bright side. That'll pay for a valet tip. Right? I don't know. Whatever. Expectations super low. I wish 50K. You folks expect a lot out of me. That's another backpack. That's half of a backpack. A third. Depends on if you're buying like a limited edition one or not. That's like a third of a backpack. Let's be honest. Big Mac in the building. Took a nice base hit. Nice. This type of pattern is very difficult to trade follow-up. You know why? Because there's displacement now. I wish I would have caught that harder. What are you gonna do though? Ever see you make any adjustments when there's a contract switch? Oh yeah, size down, baby. But then it's like, now I regret it. Dude, just like, bro, come on. Now I regret it. What a freaking squeeze, dude. How many points was that? Almost 100. Jiminy Christmas. Had a sell limit at 22,999.50. Didn't get filled. Yeah, I could see that. Watch, now we're just gonna consolidate now. My hands are over here, by the way. They're not even close to my mouse. 85 points, thank you. I'm too much of a wuss to short this. Because I just feel like this thing can just catch a bid and just drive right back up. I'm way too much of a wuss to short this. Because of this. It's doing the thing I said that I'm scared of. Obviously, way too much of a wuss to long it as well, but you know, there you have it. What to do, what to do. Yeah, I don't know about buying it either because I feel like the squeeze, it happened. They already got all... everybody got booty blasted that wanted to get booty blasted. Not wanted to, but you get what I'm saying. Like, everybody got clapped who was there. The clapping happened. The shorts got clapping. You know what I mean? Like, it already happened because the shorts got clapping. I don't know. This is where I think it's just going to be a chop fest. I don't know. The clapping, yeah. Like, but that's what do you see what I'm saying though? Like it happened. It's over now. They already got booty blasted. So now what? Now I feel like that's it. Like, I don't even kind of miss my opportunity there. I missed my golden goose egg. 1590 is like, cool, dude. You trade much, bro? You know what I mean? It's like, it's hard not to feel disappointed. It just, I wasn't, that's on me. I feel like an idiot. You know? That was it. Sad. At least we got something, I guess. I don't know, whatever. It's hard to, I gotta be grateful. I gotta be grateful. I don't trust this right now. Like, dude, if it ran 100 points from here, yeah, it's gonna go without me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna go without me. I don't trust this. You know why I don't trust this? Because I've been involved in this type of market so many times, been confident, sized into a move, and it just gets, you know, how dumb would I feel if I decided to size in now and I didn't size in off the open? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, how stupid would that be? I feel like that is the exact definition of trading with FOMO. Do you know what I mean? That's called FOMO trading. I'm not going to be the one to do it. So, well, I didn't expect a lot out of this week, so I guess I could say $1,590. I could take the wife out to a nice dinner for that. I got to be grateful. I got to be grateful for that. I really do. I should be grateful. So, I'll be grateful. Problem is, my brain keeps looking for opportunities, and these are not opportunities. You know what these are right now? Do you know what we call these? New watch guy. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Okay, now I can feel good about things. Thank you. These are not called opportunities. If you are a range trader, it's called something entirely differently. These, if you are a range trader, are called chopportunities. If you're a range trader, buckle up, buckarooski. Did you booing me? No booing the jokes. Get out of here. No booing my jokes, dude. Well, hopefully, was the commentary at least decent as far as like walking you through the initial chop? I put effort into that. It was free. You didn't have to pay for it. I don't know. Trying to find the bright side of things right now. I'm really trying to find the bright side of things. Whatever I could do to not trade this right now will make me happy. Oh well. Tommy is here, said, how is he up 1,500? Dude hasn't alerted a single trade. You're in the wrong spot. I don't alert trades here. I talk you through the market so you can Miyagi yourself into your own trades. If I just give you trades, what happens when I don't show up one day? Well, then you're going to be without any skills, my man. If you want somebody to alert your trades, there's plenty of signal services out there. You know what I mean? Nobody loves the chop pot. Well, depends. If you're coming from behind and you run it twice, you don't mind a chop pot at all. You know what I mean? Market's going up, market's going down, market go up, might go down, subscribe. There you go. Plenty of helpful tips in there. Bathing Abe said, ribs didn't show up one day and I ate blank. Don't be me. I want you folks to learn on your own. That's why I do these streams and talk you through what I'm seeing in order flow. Maybe those start to give you some tingles and jingles, you know? But if you are looking for somebody to just blindly follow, then, you know. Narrating ticks is not helpful. Giving entries is, well, you know. You're going to be wildly disappointed in this stream then. Because I don't think I'll ever do that unless I'm trading a prop account. I go out of my way to never, ever give away a single entry on my real account. I go out of my way to do that. That is by design. Let's be honest though. There are some days when I'm like, hey, I'm only looking for longs here. And then like, if it crosses this level, then I'm probably going to take a long. That's pretty I mean, I think that's kind of clear. But that's probably about as good as you're going to get, Tommy. So if you want signals, there's definitely other traders out there that you can follow. I'm not going to be your man. P&L shows 0 on screen. I think that's throwing people off. Yeah, that's for the props. That is for that's for Apex. Yeah, I mean, I'm either when I'm reading order flow, you can pretty much tell, and I might be in a trade, and I might not be. You never know. Who knows? Who cares? I'll tell you what, though, Tommy. I feel like, you know, you spent time in here, you feel like you got cheated. I do understand where you're coming from. If you contact me, biz@marketclubhouse.club, I will give you a full refund for today. So just send me the receipt for what you paid, and you know what? I'll double your refund. I'll give you twice back what you paid. How's that sound? Is that a fair deal? That seems like a fair deal to me. I'll do that for you. My gift to you. Ripsy, you really set me on to watching ES earlier. Staying with 72 area rejection pre-market really made me want to get long at the open for a squeeze. Thanks. Hey, there you go, Lewis. Will you refund the account I blew this one? No, dude. What you do on your knees with your mouth is your own business. I'm not touching that. I think there's a lot of people here who want to learn Bookmap. You should put that on the big screen so I can at least learn how you read it. Yeah. Yeah, look, this boy, talking has kept me out of some trouble. I'll tell you what. This is if you're trading this stuff, what a bluff that was, up towards 22,100 again. You know? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hang out and kick. We're going to kill the YouTube stream. As I had said earlier, we are finishing up our day of trade here with $1,590. Okay. Puts us over $750,000. Wow, now we squeeze. The moment I say we're not doing anything, now we're starting to squeeze. Anyway, we'll hang out and kick. If you missed where kick is, Rip Smart is dropping the link for you. Hope you all have a lovely day here on YouTube. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Remember, we're only going to be here today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Maybe we'll do a special FOMC stream on Kick. That's a good idea. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do an FOMC stream on Kick. But I truly appreciate everybody tuning in today. That's my show. I'll see you folks on Kick. Don't go anywhere if you're on Kick or on Discord. But thanks for tuning in on YouTube here. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.